But what is happening actually? What is happening? This is what Tamar, who is now lying down on the carpet over there, asked. She asked Nir, but why does meditation work? Since science just knows to explain how the nervous system is affected, the melatonin is produced in higher on higher levels, and we have less cancer, and so on and so on. So we just have the side effects, right? These are side effects. It's basically the whole concept of subtle health medicine is that health is a side effect. It's a side effect of that is the result of taking care, cultivating the treasure within, which is what we call the subtle anatomy. And that is why I want to explain to you, not too much, but to enough to understand the dynamics that take place when we meditate. When we did this meditation, when we meditated with Nir, and when we basically meditate in any way we could ever imagine. The first thing we need to understand about meditation is there is very simple definition of meditation. You may not find this definition in Wikipedia, but this is an essential definition. And the definition is that meditation is the act of non-action. It's like I choose consciously to do nothing and to cease all movement, to stop moving both from within and from without. I choose to disengage from the continuum of time. You know, the time of the watch. It's like suddenly I'm saying, that's it. I'm not here. I'm not in the world anymore. I'm not becoming. I'm not engaging. I'm not doing. I'm on a vacation. Okay? So I'm taking a vacation from movement. I'm taking vacation from time. And I'm also taking vacation from my identity. Because all day long, for example, now I'm in a role, right? A social role. I need to play something. And it's, of course, it demands a lot of concentration and effort, sometimes also tension. So then in meditation you don't have to be anybody, for anyone. You're taking a vacation from your own identity, okay? And you're basically starting to go to a place that is free from time, free from movement, free from action, free from identity. And this is something really important because we are wearing ourselves out, you see? We are making ourselves exhausted because to be all day long in time, in identity, in movement, and need to act and to react, it's very exhausting, okay? And we need something that is tremendously balancing, something that is the complete extreme, the complete other pole, okay? So that's why we need to go all the way and to do something that is radically different. Now, it's really important to understand that the difference between meditation techniques and the state of meditation. Meditation techniques, there are plenty, okay? Countless. You can do this, you can do that, but none of them can be called meditation. It's just like, you know, when they say that yoga awakens the kundalini and so on, but yoga in itself is just exercise, you see? So yoga is not the exercise. In the same way, meditation is not a technique. all techniques of meditation, they try to reach the state of meditation. And the state of meditation is where I am free from internal or external action, free from movement, free from time, free from identity. I'm just in an inner space which is utterly quiet. It's beyond relaxing, it's relaxation itself. And this is the state of meditation. I'm making myself available completely. To what? Soon enough you'll know. So, but I'm making myself available. I'm saying I'm not proactive. I'm not leaning towards life. I'm leaning back. I'm now in a completely passive and available position. I'm not interfering with my thoughts, with my emotions. I'm not doing anything, because even many thoughts and emotions are exhausting, right? So I'm taking vacation also from the habit to internally occupy myself. And of course, I need to block all stimuli. I need to remove myself from everything that jumps around, whether inside or outside. That's not healing, that's essential. Otherwise, we basically become insane. Okay? And I'm sorry to say it so extremely, without meditation, we become insane. Because it's insane to be all the time you. Do you understand? We always need, now, also me, don't worry. Imagine that all day long I would be a teacher, a speaker, a writer, and so on and so on. I need somehow to turn it off. Now, how do I turn it off? How do ordinary, non-meditative, and sometimes anti-meditative people, how do they take vacation from themselves? Don't look. See, they go to sleep. We all have to go to sleep. It's a must. We all must go to sleep, otherwise we go crazy. Okay? And this is very simple. So everyone experiences this meditation of deep sleep. Everyone in the world, everyone needs to have it, and because this state nourishes the system, balances all the exposure to stimuli, and brings back our sanity. It prepares us to again confront the world with all its tasks and missions and duties and role play and all that. Now, the thing, this is not enough. If we want to achieve a deeper state of health, rejuvenation, anti-aging, balance, and so on, deep sleep is not enough. Now, why you said that people sometimes sleep well in meditation, right? Why do they go to sleep in meditation? Because their level of anxiety and tension in their body is so extreme that the body immediately recognizes an opportunity to just turn off. And that's why, by the way, the beginning stages of meditation, it's okay to fall asleep. After that, you fall asleep only if you are just utterly exhausted for some reason, but you remain awake. You remain conscious. And to remain conscious in meditation changes everything. So the whole challenge is to be able to sleep in a waking state. Do you understand? It means to enter what we usually can know only in deep sleep. Unconsciously, we are able to penetrate consciously. This is the world, the underwater world of our being, you see? It's beneath the surface. There is a whole ocean of activity and also of deep silence. So in this sense, meditation is health. The very differentiation, talking about meditation as spirituality is stupid. Meditation is not spiritual. If we think that spirituality is also disconnected from health, this is also wrong. This very state is health. Do you understand? And we need this type of healing. So we should never think, okay, this is for spirituality and this is for health. In the ultimate sense, anything spiritual is also healing and healthy, because it balances and creates the following process. So meditation in that sense is our essential food. Everyone, we talk about nutrition. I talked about nutrition here, but we keep forgetting nutrition is not just food. Nutrition is a vast definition of essential things that we must consume, we must take in. Otherwise, we're just unhealthy. Meditation is the ultimate type of food. It's the food that nourishes our Nadis. Remember what Nadis are? This is the 14th lecture. Come on. What are Nadis?
It's like the nerves.
Yes, exactly. The very complex, thousands of hollow tubes that conduct prana, basically. There we have 7 chakras and major, and from them we have branches, like a crazy tree. Now, so we need to feed the chakras and we need to feed the nadis. So what happens in deep silence? What happened just now when we were in silence? We had a technique, right? There was the meditation technique. The meditation technique was to breathe into chakras. But in between, perhaps you experienced something else that was not a technique. Now, what happens in meditation? 8 different processes that are all connected, of course. The first thing is that our chakras begin to rotate quicker. Okay? Usually, our chakras, because they are unbalanced, where we clog them with thoughts, with emotions, with unhealthy lifestyle, with too much stimuli, what happens is that the chakras rotate very slowly. Not enough, they are not active enough. We say chakras are blocked or closed. Chakras are never closed, like you don't turn off chakras. They're just minimally active. Like, what happens in deep silence is that chakras begin to rotate more quickly. It's because we are available and we don't disturb their activity. They reach an optimal state, they are undisturbed, and they begin to absorb more and more prana. Okay, they suck prana, life force, from everywhere, and now they begin to be able to conduct more, to consume more. Now, the second thing that happens is that immediately this prana that is sucked into the chakras is released into the nadis. Okay? Because chakras are like, the headquarters. They take something like, like an Amazon headquarters that they send all the delivery. I don't know, bad metaphor. So they send the life force. The life force, the nadis that are usually in almost a state of starvation, they begin to feed the glands, the nerve plexuses, and the organs that are around this chakra. Which means, of course, that we begin to be more healthy and we have less cancer and all that. 3, as soon as the chakras reach an optimal activity, they begin to align with each other. You see, chakras are not just, maybe you felt that in the meditation? Anyone felt that suddenly there are not just like different centers, but suddenly there is some kind of a continuum. You felt that? Yeah? They
were adding up.
Exactly. They were adding up because chakras are community. They are BFF, okay? And they like each other. They like to communicate. And as soon as they are undisturbed, they begin to create a column. And this column creates such a terrific harmony in our being, a sense of wholeness. We feel suddenly that we are one unit. This is also psychologically one unit. So chakras align along the Sushumna, and what happens when they align along the Sushumna? Exactly. They actually pave the way to Kundalini to rise, you see, because now Sushumna is clear. So they send a message, now you can come. And then Kundalini is released and begins to rise, of course, in different intensities. As I said, Kundalini always flows in meditation, even if you don't feel it. But there are sometimes we actually feel something that is rushing. That's why we keep our backs straight, to allow that. The Pingala and the Ida, remember them? These two masculine, feminine, active, passive, right and left, they become equal. They are equalized, and this is extremely important. It's true that meditation is usually the business of which one? Which one is more, like the... Yeah, obviously, because Ida is strongly activated as soon as we are passive, relaxed, and introverted. When we are soft within ourselves, it's the time of the Ida. But meditation makes Pingala and Ida equally flowing, and if we are sensitive, we can actually feel that also our two nostrils begin to be open in the same at the same level. Usually, if you are sensitive, pay attention that one of our nostrils is blocked and one of our nostrils is breathing better. Yeah. In meditation, the two nostrils begin to breathe equally. Right and left begin to turn into a center. And the result is a feeling that is marvelous. It's a state of wakeful, silent. It's like you are fully awake, fully aware, but of nothing. There's nothing to be aware of. You're just aware and you're fully silent. You are completely passive, but you're also completely active. That's meditation. You have reached meditation. Who gives the wakefulness? Who brings the gift of wakefulness? Pingala. Who brings the silence? Ida. Very good. So it's a marriage. What happens even more is that all that, that's why meditation is good. So what happens is cosmic prana begins to descend through this opening. We have an opening here, energetically speaking. It's usually very badly active, poorly active. When all these processes take place, the flow of cosmic kundalini, of cosmic prana, the life force that is everywhere, begins to penetrate and to descend, entering our system. When it enters our system, it nourishes the entire body and mind, and begins also to unblock chakras, which is very important. Not enough for you? Okay. So then what happens to the brain? The brain becomes unified. Usually brain is like, you know, there are lights everywhere from different centers. In a state of silence, the brain becomes one complete unit of awareness. This creates a process that I will not explain, it's too difficult for now, in which the brain becomes absorbed in the mind. It's a greater state of, it's a more energetic part of our awareness. And as a result, our sixth chakra, our tired, poor, exhausted sixth chakra begins to heal. You see, because our sixth chakra is abused, okay? It's abused all day long. It's so tired that finally it can begin to function as, let's say, more intelligence and awareness than thought. And two last processes are that, first of all, the chakras begin to evacuate all the mental and emotional toxins, because there is so much, there are so much toxins in the chakras and also in the nadis, and the chakras finally have a chance, not only in deep sleep, but consciously. Now they have a lot of energy, and they can remove and neutralize many toxins. That's why, by the way, sometimes it creates the opposite process. You may feel strange, you may feel pains. You know, that when I started meditating, my starting point was transcendental meditation, which is a wonderful beginning meditation. It's because it gives you something to concentrate on. You don't just you're not just told sit and don't think. It's you're giving a mantra. For the first half a year, this ear, which had an operation when I was 6 years old, was burning with excruciating pain. The meditation was actually healing the entire area. It was working on it, like because finally there was a chance for my subtle anatomy to heal my physical body. Okay? So chakras evacuate, and then what happens is that as a result of this evacuation, finally our whole body structure, which starts at the first chakra level, that is always under danger, always in a complete anxiety, existential tension, as if we are going to be attacked or something. Finally it softens up. And then what happens is all our body softens. Okay, our muscles, our jaws, our neck, things begin to soften because there is no danger. And the last process is that the body finally reveals itself as what it is. Remember what we said in the very second talk about the nature of the body, that the body is not physical. The body is actually made of consciousness, awareness, light, space. So finally, suddenly you feel that the body disappears. Do you know this feeling? It's like suddenly there is no physicality. It's like there is space. And sometimes people say, oh, I was out of the body. This is not true. You were inside your body, finally. This is your body. Your body is light. So what happens is that the body becomes consciousness. And my personal life force, because there is a life force inside the body, obviously, can with this dissolution of barriers, of outlines, my personal life force becomes absorbed in the general life force, because there is life force everywhere, and suddenly I feel awareness or space or it's everywhere. You cannot locate it, right? Do you have even a slight feeling of that? It's like there is something. There is no space here or space there. It's just that. So this is a wonderful and important healing factor for the body, because what happens is that the body is nourished by the general life force. It's no longer isolated. You remember I said about adaptogens that we need to take to be supported by nature. Here you are supported by the cosmos. You see? You get a support. So, and this is where I'm starting to fast forward and to speak unreasonably quick. It's everywhere there is prana. Prana is life force. The whole cosmos is vibrating with energy. We just don't know it because we are too occupied with the density that our senses reflect. Prana is basically the all animating force. It makes everything alive. And it also makes you alive. It also keeps you alive. Inside your body, there is some quantity of prana. But outside your body, there is endless prana, infinite. So the individual prana can be enhanced. It can increase if you only connect to the cosmic prana. That's what happens in meditation. In meditation, we're basically entering the ocean of cosmic prana. And that's the ultimate nourishment for body, for mind, for spirit, for anything. And cosmic prana is the ultimate healer as well as the ultimate nutrition. This is the most important factor of healing. When we do not meditate, we basically starve our energetic body to death. But when we meditate, we begin to contact this endless water of life and to drink from it. Now, what is amazing about meditation, why it is so healing physically, is that you enter a state where you're already healthy. Do you understand? Meditation is a state where everything is whole and nothing has ever happened in it. It is unaffected by time, unaffected by movement, unaffected by action. So then you reach a state where everything is already okay. Even if you have illness, in this meditation state, you're okay. And contacting this feeling that everything is already okay, that's the most healing aspect that one could ever need. Because then you feel okay. Even if there is disturbance, even after you open up your eyes, you will still have the illness. It's the healing. You have contacted the source of healing, the place in which you are already healed. Do you understand? When you meditate, if you have an illness, if you have a problem, don't just meditate. As soon as you enter the meditative state, put some intention in it. Direct the attention from this state towards the area of problem. Plant some seed of healing. You can also start your meditation with this intention. And then, as soon as you are in the meditative state, the meditative state with the intention will already start working on that problem. So the last thing, very good ways to begin, very funny, good ways to begin if you are not acquainted with meditation is, of course, the chakra breathing is extremely simple. Any type of concentration technique, like transcendental meditation or any type of mantra or that you focus on something or that you focus on your nostrils and so on, that's a good beginning. Dynamic meditations are good because you start with something that activates the body that is still more familiar, and then you move into silence. And I also recommend, as you remember, the dark room therapy, that you sit in a completely dark room that is with your eyes open. That's a very good way to absorb prana. And the expansion that Noga said, that's why I've decided to dedicate a whole year to it. The last thing I want to mention is something really important. Even if you don't meditate or you're too tired to meditate, there is a way. Can I get the last one? There is a way to have still similar effects of meditation. This is, you can say, this is the solution for lazy ones. If you're lazy, that's the best way I have ever known to replenish through contact with life force. This is called the Savasana. Savasana is in yoga the last asana in which it seems like you just lie down. You don't just lie down, but it seems like it. And usually they do it for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Doing Savasana every day in midday for 15 to 20 minutes is like a transformation in the middle of the day. Noga can send you, of course, the exact, this I took from the internet. It's just very good, very wisely explained. I will just read it quickly so you can get the impression. So you lie on your back on the mat with you can also do it in bed. You don't have to do it as a yoga practice. I do it in bed with your knees bent like that and feet planted. Align your head, neck and spine. Scoop tailbone towards navel so that your lower back sinks towards the mat. Okay? I'm using it, it's almost like a sort of chiropractic. You can basically start aligning your body, making sure that you're not stuck to the right, stuck to the left, that you're really creating a straight flow. Extend legs one at a time. Rest feet on the mat more than hip distance apart. Your legs and feet should extend evenly from the spine to preserve the body alignment. Okay? So now you understand, it's not just lying down. 3, relax your hip and leg muscles, letting your feet naturally fall outwards. Press shoulders down, sinking them to mat. This is really important. As they sink, your arms will naturally open to the sides. Your elbows will rotate so that your elbow joints face upwards. If you want, you can, I like to do this. This is a certain mudra, a certain hand gesture that locks the energy and makes it flow even more strongly. You don't have to, but it's very simple. Rest your hands slightly away from your body. Turn palms up towards the ceiling. Tuck chin slightly to lengthen the back of your neck. Close your eyes, relax tongue away from the roof of the mouth. This when the tongue is held and stuck, it actually creates a tremendous tension and prevents the flow of energy. Exhale and sink body into the mat, like a corpse. As you lie in this meditative posture, focus on your natural breathing rhythm. Relax in the pose for 5 to 20 minutes, so at least 15. At least 15. If you fall asleep, no problem. Bring movement back into your body by wiggling fingers and toes. Sweep hands up until you can close them together overhead. Give your full body a stretch. And that's it. So this is meditating without meditating. But anyway, it is recommended. Whenever you feel exhausted, do this 15 to 20 minutes. You are different persons afterwards. Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
I think.